Oh, hello everyone. Ah, welcome back to yes. Sinal Santasy Saturday. You guys, it's the 14th and we're playing Final Fantasy 14. It was meant to be. I'm opening the game now. Wow. Final Fantasy 14 on the 14th of the month. That's crazy. All right, All Worlds Maintenance, June 16th and 17th. 1 p.m. to June 17th, 3 a.m. Interesting. Okay, well, maintenance, maintenance, maintenance. Same old, same old. Will it? Okay. Maybe? Yes. Ja-jang! Hello, everyone. Oh, It always says encoding overloaded. I think it's kind of funny. All right. Start. Oh, a special shout out to Lily Avonlea? Avonlea? Lily, I guess, just Lily. Thank you for following. Every day that passes, I get stronger and stronger. My legion, it grows. I'm kidding, kind of. Thank you for the follow, Nyan. Thank you, it's so nice. Alright, we are getting back on to Pichitia. We were working on the MSQ. And oh boy, what an eventful MSQ it has been so far. I'm gonna have to look at the journal. I remember the summary of last time. The summary of the journal we read about Ryu and how she's a Garlean spy and all that stuff. Last time we did do Keeper of the Lake. So, you know, that was fun. Okay. I got Midgard Sormer. He's here. Midgard Sormer. I might switch back to the cursor. I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see how we're feeling in a bit. Alright, let's get my controller. Enough dilly-dallying. Even though that's what I was born for. I was born for dilly-dallying. Let me get more centered. I guess this is alright. Okay. Right. Journal. Oh, well, here we go. That's right. We haven't completed the quest yet, I don't think. So, we did the Silver Tier Lake, what is it called? The Keeper of the Lake dungeon. We did it with NPCs. And at the end, it says here, As you turn to leave, the voice of Midgardsormr rings out once more, and you are invited to plead your case. Yet your words fall on deaf ears, and the Worm Lord flatly states that his children now sing of Ishgard's imminent destruction. Your fate sealed, he prepares to end your life, only to hesitate when Hydaelyn intervenes and marks you as one of her chosen. Midgardsormr then relents, but not before somehow stripping you of the Mother Crystal's blessing, revealing that a covenant binds him to you. The essence of the Worm Lord coalesces into a tiny vessel, and though it subsequently vanishes, you can yet feel his eyes upon your back. Right. So we talked to Lucia in the Solar. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's a nice little summary of what was happening. Last time on Dragon Ball Z type shit. Now we have to go this way. And continue the quest. Whoops. How far away? Oh, okay. Not super far. Alright. Mr. Doman Watch, if that is your real name. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Yes, there were airships that threw bombs and grenades at us. It was not fun. But you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alphino left a message stating that you were to return to the Rising Stones at once. Oh, that's it? I could have accepted this last stream. Would have saved me a bit of trouble going back and forth. Little Alphino wants to talk to me. It is foggy. Foggy. Alright. Wait, where is it? Ah, this way. Wait, he's in the Rising Stones, right? Yeah. The Doman Watch said, meet Alphino in the Rising Stones. Do they have anything different to say? Lucia was over there. 12 saved me. Is it coming? What should we do? Oh, he's not? The dragon, you mean? Yeah, we're fine. Have you spoken with Commander Leveilleur yet? He has been pacing again. Yeah, Alphino likes to pace when he's worried. I think it's rather cute. He gets a little anxious and he's got to walk around. He's been pacing again. Late night fresh was like, oh, same thing. They probably say the same thing, yeah. Yep. Yes. Okay. Assuming they all say the same thing, we're just gonna go to the Solar. Lucia is new, though. She wasn't here before, so that's interesting. Oh, Urianger. Truth interpreted is truth transformed. Today's heroes may yet become tomorrow's gods. Or something else. Huh? Okay, that's a little creepy. Is that like foreshadowing? Welcome home, Peachy. Alphino is worried sick about you. Why don't you go and set his mind at ease? Aw. Cute. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Minfilia informed me of Sir Emmerich's request. Oh, right, he was in Ul'dah. Okay. You have completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. Oh. A cutscene! This is a strange angle. You conversed with Midgardsormr. I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Worm Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more a rejuvenation for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Ah. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Yeah, that's a little concerning. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Emmerich immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgardsormr in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. Okay. I understand. Minfilia understands. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Emmerich's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Okay. Goodbye, little boy. Oh, Urianger is going as well. Goodbye, Urianger. Is there something you are not telling us, Peachy? Oh, about how Midgardsormr stripped me of my mother crystal power? You seem different somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important. Well, actually, funny you should say that. 12 for Fend! Midgardsormr stripped you of the blessing of light? Are you all right? How do you feel? Oh, she looks horrified. I'm good. I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgardsormr made mention of a covenant, did he not? Yeah, what of it? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the great worm. Althik and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgardsormr ever watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. Oh. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself? Interesting. Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this matter to ourselves. I do not wish to burden our friends needlessly. So keep more secrets. Got it. There he is. The baby. Babu babu. Goo goo gaga. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Well, I'm cute. I have, he's got me. He has a point.
My friend, I
Oh?
can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
She said, my friend. Everyone take a drink. My friend. I know you mean more than that. He's like, go ahead.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other. The Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack. though I am not privy to their exact nature. Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different.
Okay.
And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises.
Aw. That's nice.
I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
Thank you, Lucia. Always a pleasure.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Yeah, good point, good point. I'm also unconvinced. Because it's Midgardsormr, you know? Okay. Alfino. These guardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Ishgardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgardsormr who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance, and pray that our fears are unfounded. I gotta say, with every passing day, week, month, it's getting easier to match Alphino's voice. I feel like I have a more boyish voice than before, at least. Aether on Demand, AOD. Alphino has a message from Moonbrita for the Scions. Oh. Isn't Moonbrita over here? Yeah, she's right there. So what message does Alphino have? From Moonbrita for the Scions. Excuse me. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbrita has requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Asians. Pray inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. Okay. Uh-oh. The kilobytes per second are going down. I had a feeling this might happen. Because it was happening at the end of last stream. Hope I'm not, like, disconnecting. Maybe it was just a fluke? Maybe everything is okay? I'm watching it. Well, probably fine. Moonbrita. All done with your talk of dragons? Wonderful, because Asians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we? Okay. Oh, we have to walk over there. I could say anything different. Oh! Such statuesque beauty, and possessed of a mind for research to match her belly for hard liquor. What does a woman of so many charms see in musty old Urianger? Musty old Urianger. How dare you talk about your husband that way, Thancred? Musty old. You're older than he is. I'm pretty sure Thancred is like 32 and Urianger is 29. Old. You're old, Thancred. That's really funny. Musty old Urianger. Maybe I should use that in some fanfic or another. Musty old Urianger. I kind of want to take a screenshot, but at the same time, it's not really worth it. I'm telling you, Thancred, keep pestering Moonbreed, and the only thing you'll become intimate with is her axe. Oh, Thancred. Can't you see I'm right here? I'm right here for you. My buddy, my pal. Oh, I turned around. That's weird. Well, anyway. Oh, what does Alphinaud say? Of all our adversaries, the Asians could well be considered the most dangerous. I do hope Moonbreeder's research has borne fruit. Research? Research? Wow. I can talk, I promise. As the receptionist of the Rising Stones, 'tis my job to receive all manner of guests with due courtesy. Courtesy. I've had to memorize the political positions and military ranks of half a dozen different nations. Yeah, I can imagine it would be kind of difficult. I keep my senses strained for signs of Asian activity, but there's little news to be had. Have their schemes reached some critical step? This silence is most disturbing. There have been no reports of suspicious masked men in Gridania, that is certain. Oh, right, it's Papalymo. That is certain. Mayhaps they weave their dark plots in other lands. Okay. Oh, she says the same thing. Which I'm guessing Higidi, is that her name? Yeah, Higidi says the same thing as well. Yeah. Preparing suitable meals can be a challenge. Time to go into the solar. I don't really want to talk to Minvilia, but I will. I've summoned everyone to the solar. It would seem Moonbrita has something exciting to share with us. Alright. Let's see how exciting it is. A cutscene. Excuse me. Oh, it is everyone.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon.
Okay.
I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Okay.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Just in case anyone's forgotten,
Oh,
let's
God.
start by reviewing what we already know.
Oh, God.
So, an Asian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Asian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Right.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Thancred! I love him. I love this man.
Aye. To unmake an Asian soul, one must needs smite it with a constant or blend of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Hurry up and finish talking, Urianger! Ah! Thank you, Eva Cat, for following! You betray Gra! No, 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 no. Never. I notice how I didn't say I love one man. I just said I love this man. I love Thancred, but my love for Graha like goes above my love for Thancred. Thank you for the follow. I'm doubting. Semantics. How did you know that I love Graha? That's crazy. It's nice that Thancred and Urianger had a little like screen time together. It wasn't much, but cheating on Graha, tisk tisk. What? Because you and I struggled to jump on pine cones together. Oh, wait. Are you Tsuki and Nelru perchance? Thank you for the first time chat, both of you. Mayhaps. Oh, okay, I see. Wow, thank you for coming to my stream. I'm sure usually my dad watches, but he's at a football game, so I probably had like 0 viewers before you guys came in. So thank you for watching. Cute face. So to unmake an Ascian soul, he said must needs also take a drink. Every time someone says must needs or my friend, you take a drink. That's the rule. Smite it with a concentrated burst or blade of pierced ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon. Yes. All right. Understood.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of.
Right.
As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
Probably just like a metric fuck ton.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Though that would require a lot of ether.
This is true.
Hang on a minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White aurosite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Well, yeah, but dude, Lee said the same thing before too, and she got shot down. It doesn't hold the ether for long enough to make the blade.
Please tell me you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that Aurosite cannot store ether for long periods?
I was right. Oh man, me and Papa Limo. Thank you for follow. I can't like shout anymore. I can't raise my voice as high as it used to go. Maybe if I say it lower. Thank you for following. Thank you for following Garidian, if that is your real name. Thank you. So he said what I said, basically.
Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
That's going to be on the quiz. So remember, everybody. Let's go. I'm the true Garidian. Is it Garidian or Garidian? Garidian? There's so many ways it could be pronounced. Garidian, Garidian. We are going to be playing some Marvels, so still here supporting. Oh, thank you. You don't have to. I hope you have fun playing Marvel Rivals, or if that's the right game. I'm assuming Marvel Rivals. Please enjoy. Alright, so Aether is only stable in crystal form. Nodders, Marvel Rivals, yes. Okay. I hope you have fun. Thank you for stopping by.
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
All right, all right.
So our hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Portability. He said it kind of cutely. I like the way he said that.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Lamentsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul? Or still more?
Yeah.
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
You guys remember Leviathan? I remember. Yeah, it's like two, you can kind of see it on the bottom. There's like two ships that they cut the top off of and put like a stage on top, or this like arena, and we had to fight because Leviathan was in the water. You'll remember he's like the sea serpent guy. So it was not great. Sid also made the elemental converter or whatever that shielded us from Leviathan, so that was nice.
That's the very problem we set out to solve, and I reckon we've found the answer. If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source.
Okay, what source?
And the only viable source is the land.
Oh.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Right, right.
Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land?
Okay.
Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
I'm picking up what she's putting down, kind of.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
Oh, okay. That's true.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say?
Really? Oh, wait, I remember this part. It's it's like I'm playing the post ARR for the first time. I'm not. This is my second time around, at least. But I just remembered they make these little channeler thingies that like channel ether from far away. I'm starting to remember a little bit.
If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea. I've yet to put my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing.
Nice, thank you.
But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I'm right there with you, girl. However vaguely indeed.
I thought you might say that.
Oh.
But no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out.
Etheric siphon, that's what it's called. These are the devices. Siphons.
Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether.
Okay.
Ideally,
I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
Pop quiz. Where can Moonbrita find an isolated specimen of corrupted crystals? Are there not some out in Thanalan? That's pretty isolated, I thought. I don't know. What's the right answer?
May I suggest northern Thanalan?
Yeah!
There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
That's so funny that you had to click through just for one word. Northern Thanalan. He was saying Northern Thanalan, not Eastern Thanalan. I was incorrect. Oh no. Our kilobytes. The kilobytes are going down and there's lots of dropped frames. Worrying. That's very worrisome. We'll try to finish the cutscene. How about that?
Has something happened?
Oof. Oof. 0 kilobyte. Oh man. Why does this happen? I hate our Wi-Fi. I think the Wi-Fi is just very uncooperative.
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum. During Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength.
Okay.
Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant. Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals.
Uh-oh.
Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go.
Inveigled. I have not heard that word. I mean, I must have at one point doing this quest the first time, but inveigled is such an interesting word.
Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arceans will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Aw, he's worried.
Though you have become a Crystal Brave, you are yet a Scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalimo shall accompany you.
Papalimo? Not Papalimo? Papalimo, whoops. Thancred, yeah! Yeah! My boy will accompany me, hell yeah. Ah, he smiled. I don't care about Papalimo.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbrita. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Oh, you were doing that?
Thank you, Arianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you're able. Go well and be safe.
Aw. You got it, Nyan. Alright. I'm a little worried about the stream's connectivity. I don't want this episode of Peachy Tia's adventures to be interrupted by bad stream quality. So I might stop this stream and start a new one. Maybe. Because we keep having connectivity issues. It seems like during cutscenes the most. But no, because that other time... I don't know. I'm not willing to risk it. It seems okay now, but... it was really lagging and like... it went into 0 kilobytes per second. Which is terrifying because that means it's like on the verge of disconnecting. I don't know. The safest option would be to stop this and do something else. And then hope for the best that tomorrow the Wi-Fi is better. Seems you have barely arrived before you must once more plunge into the fray. Duty is an oh, his voice is probably deeper. Plunge into the fray. Duty is an unforgiving mistress, eh? Though the tasks we tackle are not like to be as realm-shaking, Coltane and I must also heed her call. Hori was most eager to join you on the front lines of battle, but, as fate would have it, the antecedent had other plans for our talents. Eh? I see that the scions once more ready themselves for the road. I, too, must make preparations for an absence from the Rising Stones. Eh? Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? An absence from the Rising Stones? Oh, wait, is she talking about the absence of the people who are leaving? We do seem to be running low on provisions. I believe an excursion to the marketplace is in order. For a small organization, we certainly chew through a prodigious amount of foodstuffs. Perhaps I should put a lock on the larder door. Larder door. I don't know. I don't know if I should continue or stop because of the connectivity. Tell you what, if it almost disconnects again, then I will swap to something else. I'll keep an eye on it. I just don't want, like, an important cutscene to get interrupted by a disconnect. That's all. Oop, yep, it's going down again. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back out to Revenant's Toll. We'll do something else. So stream is gonna end briefly. I'm not gonna do the outro or anything. Yeah, we can log out by the fire. Oh, what a nice fire. How nice. Okay. I will exit the game. Ugh, I hate having to do this though. I wanted to play Final Fantasy today. Oh well. I'd rather do it another time when my connection is healthier. Healthier? Stronger? Okay. I'll wave goodbye briefly, and we're gonna come back in like 2 minutes, alright? So stay put. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back real soon. Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Okay.